Welcome everyone to the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for January 2020, where I am going to be attempting to survive after falling off of my ship. Well then, that wasn't nice of me, was it? I mean, going around falling off my ship. Well, let's see if I can find some way of surviving a little bit. But I need to get through here quickly, and I do have a brochure that tells me the locations of some coordinates where I might be able to find some help. So I need to... Actually, it's not where I could find some help, it's where I could find some ships that I might be able to salvage. And one of these is down in this way. Now there are 5 of them, and that means I'll make 5 attempts at this before giving up if I have a lot of trouble. Figure, try each of them. If I get ambushed at all 5 of them, because I know if I get ambushed by drowned, I'm probably not going to survive. Because, yeah. But anyway, heading out to 368, getting close to there. See how well I could do here, see if I could... better get out here a little bit. Get some water. Well, I need to. I think that's the ship right up there. That looks like it could be a ship. It's not a very complete one, but that might mean it make it easier to raid. And I am going to need to raid this thing if I'm going to have any hope of survival here. There was last year a water survival one, and it was a complete disaster. I'm not even too sure I actually posted it because I tried 2 or 3 times and died quickly in all the attempts. Now let's see, here's the chest right here. Alright, right, fine. Please open up! What's going on here? I don't know. Oh, please, now you open up. Oh. Okay, hi. Alright. But that's not exactly the... Actually, it might tell me where some land is. So perhaps that's not that bad of a find. Alright. No, 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 no! Oh, come on! Not drowned! Ah! Oh, I'm not going to be able to survive all the mobs. 4 drowned? Really? Alright, let's see if this points me to any sort of landmass. Yes, it does. Alright, now. I need to go west. Okay, so there's a landmass to the west. So that's where I'm going to go right now. I can't do anything here. I was hoping to be able to pick something up along the way, but that's not going to help me in the slightest bit. I need to get to this landmass before sunset, otherwise I have 0 chance of survival. And it looks like a continent of some sort, which would be nice. Yeah, that the dot is getting bigger, so that must mean that I am getting near the shoreline. So that's what my strategy here is going to be, is to get to the shoreline, because I have 0 chance of getting past those drowned. I don't know how many there was, but it looked like, well, there were at least 2 of them. It looked like there might have been 3. My sense of panic told me that there were 4, so we'll see. I'm not too sure which one was accurate, but we will have to go with that. All right. The problem is I have a little trouble reading the map. Wow. I had a real nice position where I was able to be in swim mode and being able to breathe, but unfortunately that wasn't... Ah, here he goes. It wasn't exactly conducive for easily reading the map. Yeah. And I'm trying to get through here as fast, as quickly as possible. And still not... All right, let's just do this. See how fast I can move. This is not going to be good for my wrist. Ooh. Okay, I'm slowly moving up, but right, I'm moving west. Right. Still not on the map. Well, I'm not as close as I thought. Nice picturesque place, but unfortunately, I need to move. Have to. Oh, an island. Island. Yes. Land ho! That gives me some hope. And then I could. Now, unfortunately. Oh, I do see a tree up ahead. That's even better. Oh, yes. Perfect. Yeah, and I'm starting to fill that in. Good. Aha! Okay, that's nice. It cost me a few hit points in there, but all right, so I can head south to pick up the treasure chest, but the treasure chest is all right. It's down on that point, right? It's probably underwater, so I am not even going to attempt to get that right now. What I'm going to need to do though is to get my initial survival gear because I need to be underground by the time all those mobs, by the time the sun's set and all those mobs come out. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through the day is my current estimate. Maybe a little bit more than that. And obviously, I want to be through all this before the creepers and zombies and all sorts of stuff like that start out. And then maybe I could check out the shipwrecks later after I am better equipped here. I think in theory the shipwrecks were supposed to help you to find a way to survive, but yeah, right. My experience are that shipwrecks, until you're prepared, are death traps. And yeah, I know some people use them in order to find nice places. I know that during that challenge where we were in a place like this before, some people actually turned the oh duh uh, turned the ships into houses and all sorts of fun stuff like that. Yeah, right. I don't think I'm. That's quite a little bit above my abilities in Minecraft, I think. All right, I am going to get a set of tools, despite the fact people always say, "Why are you making tools? They're going to be useless. You're going to throw them away in a couple of minutes." Yes, I hope I will be able to throw them away in a couple of minutes. But meanwhile, I'm using them. There you go. My wrist appreciates it. That's all I got to say about that. There you go. Perfect. And see how much I can gather. Gather as much wood as I can until I start to think that the sun is setting. See, it's at the 9-minute point. Sun actually is probably getting ready to set soon because I I did have trouble, of course, getting the whole thing all set up because you get the world set up, then I got to open up the world, then I've got to get the coordinates data pack in there because if I had to go around finding that ship a without the data pack, I would have been completely lost, and that would have made things even worse. There you go. And there and there. So I think it's time for me to start digging and get underground because, yeah, mobs. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we do this. All right, let me get a little cubby hole here. And I could start crafting stuff. I am going to have to... Ooh, I do have enough for a single one of these. Good. Because I am going to be needing charcoal, looks like. If I want charcoal, I'm going to need... Ah! No! Alright, charcoal. I don't want it to get dark on the viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, good. Now I can see. First piece of charcoal, good, because obviously I'm going to be wanting some torches so that I can light the place up, because I don't want this place to turn totally dark when the oven stops cooking. Good. Now I could start some digging so I can get a little bit more cobble. And once I have more cobble, I can make some real tools. Actually, I could at least make a pickaxe now, because this is why I know. Just why people say, see, you haven't even used up the wooden pickaxe halfway, and you're already replacing it with a stone one. All right. Well, it would have been nice if I had gotten some iron while I was checking out that ship, but yeah. Drowned. They just make things. Okay, I'm at 62 now, so. Oh. I think I can take a little rest here. Get enough of this. Okay, some regular coal. Good. I won't have to be making more charcoal in the future. And yes, and tomorrow we'll definitely check out the treasure chest. And if we're lucky, we'll get some iron in there. Maybe some gold, though not much I could do with gold, I think, in this particular environment. But the idea here is to get into a state that maybe I could check out those other shipwrecks. But the main thing here to do is to survive long enough until the next cruise liner comes by, which apparently is not for another 9 days. Or right, because that's why it's a 9-day challenge, is because that's how long it takes for the next cruise liner to come by. Or at least one that I don't completely miss, that has a course where I'm able to hail it or anything like that. Well then, we'll have to see if that happens at all. Good. Okay, we'll take one for that, and then that for the rest. Good. So I don't have to worry much about what's cooking there. Until I've got some iron, I really don't need to go back in there, since all that's cooking right now is charcoal. And this is my second attempt at this MHC. My first attempt, well, I got stuck in the ship that I chose to go after. No, don't ask me how I managed to get stuck in the ship, but I managed to get stuck in the ship. Yeah. I told you! Shipwrecks are death traps, especially to someone called Pineleaf. There you go. But it looks like I have some hope of actually finishing the first day, which for a sea challenge is an accomplishment, though I very quickly turned it into a not sea challenge. So, yeah. That's the only reason why I survived, is because I left the sea. Now, the previous one I couldn't have done that one because I never found land, I think, and the other being that there was a rule against it. But this month, there is no rule against leaving the ocean. You can... I thought I heard a noise. Probably a zombie or something like that. One of those things. I am Yeah, I hear zombies. I have to be careful with zombies. because there could be baby zombies around. I mean, the large zombies, they're not as sandstone. Hmm. We're doing sandstone around here. I don't know. Well, we'll have to see what I can do. But to me, it sounds like the main thing we want to do here is survive. So that is going to be my prime directive here. Now, let's see. We want a... I could have burned some of that while I was creating stuff. Oh, well, never thought of that either. All right, now we need here... Well, let's see. What I want to hear is to get a pickaxe because I just destroyed my previous one. We can get an axe. And I guess I can get a shovel. Is there anything else that you need? Well, I don't know if I'll be needing a hoe, but just in case, I'll make one of those too. And I'll decide later what to do with it. Oh yes, I might as well make a chest also, so where I can put the stuff that I don't want. And I suppose I could put this here. Now I'm gonna have to find some sort of source of food. That's gonna be the tricky bit. Now I'm hoping that the treasure chest will lead to some food in, because sometimes I think you sometimes have cooked salmon inside of there, and maybe or cooked cod, and either one of those would be a nice thing to have. We'll hold on to that for now. But I don't need the paper yet. But all right, here is where we are. All right, we are in this nice strand of trees here. We've got theirs. We have down there. Looks like the treasure chest is in the water. Looks like we're on a bit of a neck. So, well, more on the head than on the neck, but that will take care of that. Now, a little bit more cooking. We are at 18 minutes. Now, we're probably going to have a slight shorter one. As I said, at the beginning, I was fiddling on trying to get the... Ooh. This must be going underwater. That's the thing. Of course. We're past the shoreline there. Yeah, that's going to be my assumption there. So I want to be very careful because I certainly don't want to bring out an onslaught of sand falling on me, because it's really humiliating to die from being suffocated by sand or gravel. Ah, Harry, finally, I have my first iron. And I think that's probably where we're going to be having to end this episode. So I will see you next time, where I am hoping I can find that buried treasure, uncover everything that's in there, and perhaps find some food in there, find some way to help me really survive in this stuff. But until then, this is Pineleaf Needles with the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for January 2020, where I have fallen off of a Royal Caribbean liner and I need to somehow survive until the next ship comes by. But until next time, this is Pineleaf Needles reminding you to mine responsibly.